Shalom. I want to start giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akyam across the earth who doing this work in sincerity and truth, and shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do the best to please Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this afternoon, I heard him talking on the radio and doing the job that from the government, basically from the government on down. I believe Rijkswaterstaat, which is going about everything that got to do with Holland, basically. And they've been saying this like last year also. It's like a yearly thing. Every summer they're talking about that that there is not enough drinking water, which the water from the faucet you shouldn't drink to begin with. It's fucking filthy. And I remember, like, was it last winter also. There were different places where they had the E. coli bacteria in the water here in the place where I'm from also. And believe me, of our belief that bacteria is always in the water, but only when it's too high, when people get sick, then they you said it warn the people. And in these devils, they still want you to pay the same amount for the water. They didn't make it cheaper or whatever, but you had to basically wash your clothes and take a shower with the water, with fecal water, because that's what it is with bullshit water. Not even bullshit, it's man shit, people shit water. And we still have to do it, yeah. But yeah, that's part of our punishment, We honor this devil, and this devil's fucking filthy. And he pulls every thing that he can to talk about that you should shower less, They even got articles that why it is not good to shower every day. Well, you have to shower every day because you shed, you sweat, the silvers from your skin, so. Well, of course, yeah, you're working, and even if you don't work, you sweat anyway. If you move, you do anything, So of course you need to shower every day. But these devils, these Edomites, and I'm gonna read it in the book of Job in a bit. They will pull everything, like oh, you should shower shorter, or don't shower every day. Like last time during the C-19, when the part of Ukraine, because it's not whole Ukraine like people think, like the media makes you think it's only a part of Ukraine where basically that has been taken slowly from Russia, which is Putin is taking back, and they blame it on the war that the gas bill got higher, you know and they were already advising people to shower less, and they keep pushing it like shower 5 minutes. I cannot shower 5 minutes. 5 minutes, my whole body is not even wet in 5 minutes, But yeah, that's this devil for you. He's viler than the earth, We're gonna read it in a bit in the book of Job. But and I was looking if I could find an article about it, but I couldn't not really find something news article about it. But this is article that they talk about drink water supply under pressure, and like a couple of days ago, like now it's a so-called heat wave going on. You got a couple of days then when here in Holland is more than 30 degrees Celsius, going on, and then they talking about a drought and all that, Meanwhile, like a couple of days ago, less than a week, if I'm correct, it was a lot of rain here in Holland, So there, and this is not like, for example, I was on the island of Curacao, but that's like a rock, So the water doesn't settle in the ground, But here in Holland, it settled on the ground. Like years ago, you had this singer from a band called Terfassi, with a Suriname band, and he had a song called Nederland Waterland, which means Netherlands waterland, Talking about you all day, you have to pump, pump water, pump the tire of your bicycle and all that shit, Pump the neighbor wife, and yeah, a folly song, but Holland is very famous for his water, They got all these lakes going on, these rivers, and all these things, But they have a short of water, You see that? Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, The devil is always lying, There was the book of Psalms, chapter 58, if I'm correct, as soon as he is born, speaking lies, yeah, I'm gonna pull that also in a little bit. And this article talks about, and then don't really want to go into the article because there's a lot of bullshit, how they question the people, and 70% do this and such percent does that. So this, like for example, like you, when asked about their willingness to take measures, 72% still answered positively. They want to take shorter showers, only do full loads of laundry, and be more aware of water use. In addition, 66% are willing to invest in water-saving resources, such as rain barrel or water-saving shower head. We noticed that, and there's nothing wrong with a water-saving shower head. I also have that. There's nothing wrong, because there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Esau's full of shit. We noticed that people often think that saving water mainly requires major measures, says Van der Ven, while small judgments in daily use, such as taking shorter showers. You see how they keep on pushing on the shorter shower, or collecting rainwater can already make a big difference. Yeah, and that's also the pollute the air, so the rain water is also polluted. In practice, little come of this, even in the summer when the need is high. Only half, 52% of respondents adjust their water use to prevent water sacredly. Although many Dutch people acknowledge that water stash is a problem and say they are prepared to take action, actual change in behavior is still lacking. And that's funny, the same like the how you call that, um they say that the earth is heating up and all that. Esau's all about fucking bullshit. But yeah, he's farther than the earth, and he's gonna take. He been, grabbing every chance to justify him being a filthy beast. Because that's what he is. So-called white people, they're filthy. They hate shower. That's why they pull everything. Like, oh, shower 5 minutes, or shower. It's not good to shower every day. It's not good for your skin. This and that. Blah blah blah. Always that bullshit. So let me jump to the blue letter Bible. I was in the shower and I was thinking about these devils hating to take a shower, and I was really enjoying the shower. It's a long day work. I went to the gym, and then yeah, I want to have a shower. Especially before you go to bed is very I like it. I like to shower before I go to bed, man. That's really relaxing, fresh. Let me see. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. In the KJV, gonna read the KJV first. The KJV first, and then I'm gonna read the NLT. So the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And this is the NLT version. These wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way. You see that? They are born sinners. Jeremiah chapter 13 and 23 speaks about that they are created to do evil, and they cannot, I said it, they can't do good because it's not in them. Matter of fact, since I'm be quoting that scripture, let me just go there. The book of Jeremiah. Oh, it's like, yes, I need to go to chapter 13. Oh, Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. A lot of times I mix it up. Yeah. Let me see. So the KJV version, Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin? So can he by thought change his skin color? No, he can't. Or the leopard, his spot. The leopard is known for a spot, so he's not able to change it. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. And this is the NLT version. Can an Ethiopian change the color of his skin? Can a leopard take away his spot? Neither can you start doing good, for you have always done evil. Yeah. You see, that's what it is, man. Let me jump to the book of Job. Just wanted to do a short, I was thinking, yeah, in the shower, like, man, get all the sweat off, get the old skin shivers basically off your, and then after the shower, put some oil on your skin, in the beard, on your head, you feel fine, man. You feel fine. At least I do, man. So, this is the book of Job, chapter 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolated and waste, because everybody was basically chasing them into the caves, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, make a sound like a donkey. Under the nettles they were gathered together, eating lice from each other and stuff like that. They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, so really, really dirty. And like I said, people, our people always, if I look at the Italian people, for example, we always used to make, we call the Dutch Edomites Makamba, and we always making jokes about how they hate to shower. They are known for that. Don't forget, when Christopher Columbus and his demons came to America, they were walking around with their clothes rotting on their body. So you should realize how filthy these people are. And now am I their song? Yeah, I am the byword. Yeah, 10 little niggers, and you got all these songs. In Holland you got Moriaantje, and of course you had Black Pete. Now they kind of ban it. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. Yeah, but yeah, let me see. Should I read the NLT? It's the book of Job, chapter 30 and 1 in the NLT. But now I am mocked by people younger than I, by young men whose fathers are not worthy to run with my sheepdogs. And that's also a thing, they do things with these animals. They are very, hey, these Edomites are known for doing things with animals, sleeping with dogs and all this shit. You know, a lot of good, a lot of good they are to me, those worn out wretches. They are gowned with hunger and flee to the deserts, to desolates and gloomy wastelands. They pluck wild greens from among the bushes and eat from the roots of the broom trees. They are driven from human society, and that's literally what it was, because they want to teach everybody that everybody used to be living in the caves, but it was only them. Everybody had civilization going on, but they were walking on all fours and grunting towards each other and sniffing each other's behind. And people shouted them as if they were thieves. So now they live in frightening ravines, in caves among the rocks. They sound like animals howling among the bushes. Yeah, and they still do it. If you watch a soccer match, so these Edomites, they have some beer in themselves. They be like, "Oh, oh." Yeah, and they want to call us the monkeys. They sound like animals howling among the bushes, huddled together beneath the nettles. They are nameless fools, outcasts from society. Yeah, the basis of men, the lowest of the lowest. And now they mock me with vulgar songs, they taunt me. So, yeah, basically that, man. So, yeah, just want to talk about that, So, now they have another reason, and every summer they do it, talk about, yeah, it's too dry, people are not allowed, you don't wash your car, this and that, Well, meanwhile, the bill's for myself. So if I want to wash my car, well, I ain't gonna do it. But, if I'm gonna want to wash my car, it's my bill, right? These devils are not paying my bills, But yeah, man, they're full of shit, and yeah, we have to suffer them for a moment, the end of these so-called white people, the Edomites around the corner, man. Of all these heathens, man, they all gonna be put down, man. Let's make I said that. Let's make that clear. You know, it's not only about so-called white people. All you heathens, so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called East Indians. You know, all you're gonna get it, man. So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all the Akyam across the earth doing this work in sincerity and in truth, and shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos and do the best to please Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.